Hi, I'm Peter Drakulich, and as always, you guys are fantastic. I want to thank you for tuning in to Ask the Expert, brought to you by AutoDealersBiz.com. The question of the week comes from Henry B., who works at a Honda store in the Chicago area, and he writes, I always seem to meet uninterested customers who are just shopping. What can I do to change this? Well, I'm going to go on a hunch here, Henry, and I'm going to say I think it's your first impression that's turning customers away. The importance of a first impression has lost its way with the dressing down of dealerships across the country. You know, it's really hard to make a polo shirt look sharp. In my day, even in the smallest stores, if you weren't dressed sharp, you'd get sent home to change. No, I'm not saying that polo shirts and khakis aren't appropriate. I'm just saying that they don't make a first impression that's very strong. If that's your branded image for the dealership, like the nice people at Saturn, then it works. You know, for right now, I'm going to leave the dress code for you to figure out. I simply suggest that you make an effort to look better than everybody else in your store. Here's the key factors in making a very strong first impression. Are you smiling? A smile says a lot about a person's mood. It's also very hard to fake. If you're being perceived as unhappy, you're going to have a hard time getting the customer to gravitate towards you. This also means that your teeth should look clean. Having chunks of the roast beef sandwich that you found in the fridge today stuck between your teeth is definitely going to be a distraction, not a conversation piece. Being well groomed. You know, is your hair neat and professional? Trendy's okay, but a 3-day without a shower look really isn't. Are your clothes fresh and ironed? Nothing says buy a car from me like a big meatball stain that ran all the way down your shirt and landed on your left shoe. It's hard to sell with confidence when the customer points out that that stain actually looks like Abraham Lincoln. Is your breath fresh and clean? When you do a power meet and greet, the customer should notice your great approach, not the extra onions you order on your falafel sandwich. Now, if you chew gum to help keep your breath fresh, don't chew like a pig. Blowing bubbles and cracking gum should be safe for your friends and family. Do you smell good? In our world of 16-hour days, it takes a little more than the deodorant you put on when you showered 2 days ago. I'm not saying take a perfume bath that makes people's eyes water, but I am saying it's important to smell clean. Do you know what you're talking about? When the customer asks you about the ad in today's paper and your answer is, what ad? You've lost all credibility before you even started selling. Alright, here's how you do it. I break down the development of a perfect first impression into 2 steps. Now, you start to prepare these 2 steps before you even decide to engage a customer. Some people do this on their ride into work, some do it after they've had their coffee, others do it when they're just about to take that customer. It doesn't matter when you do it as long as you do it. Sadly, there are many salespeople who don't do this at all and wonder why all 17 customers they talked to today were just junk. The first thing you gotta start with is having the right positive mental attitude and the superlatives. No, not a laxative, a superlative. This is where you use positive, upbeat, and encouraging words in your conversation. You know, for example, welcome to ABC Motors. What a fantastic day it is. You know, great, thanks for asking. That's an excellent question. I'm very glad you brought that up. If you're talking about the car, I'd say things like, you know, the best feature about this, that's a fantastic color. That's incredibly strong. Now, to really do this effectively, you need to make sure your mental attitude is positive and confident. There's nothing that kills deals more than being greeted by a salesperson with a negative attitude and a chip on their shoulders. The next one is dialogue, scripts, and principles. Now that you've made a strong visual impression, it's time to communicate. If you're not ready for the "we're just looking," then shame on you. You should be ready for all the customer's excuses not to talk to you, and you should be ready to smoothly put the customer at ease. When they get to know you, the barriers of fear will go away and they'll work with you to find the right car and make a deal. So when the customer does say, "we're just looking," you'd say, "that's fantastic. I can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Were you looking for a car, truck, or minivan?" This means you have the scripts and dialogues ready. You need to use the ones that you know work effectively, helping customers overcome their fears. You have to have the principles on how to conduct yourself and the discipline to do it with every customer. If you do this, you'll find that many of your customers in the past were real. I always tell my students this. Imagine what it took for you to get to work today. All the things that we have to do: get up early, shower, food, get the kids off to school, battle traffic. Just remember one thing. The customer walking into your dealership had to do the exact same thing. The only difference is you're getting paid to do it. Remember to have fun learning new skills that will help you close more deals in this market. If you have any questions about what I've said, or if you have any questions that you'd like to ask the expert, please send them to peter@drivingupsales.com and I will be sure to get back to you. I want to thank you for watching Ask the Expert, brought to you by Auto Dealer Biz and Driving Up Sales. I'm Peter Drakulich. Remember, the only thing that's stopping you is you. Keep driving up sales.